I think I learned really like the importance of like open dialogue and open discussion. I think we're learning a lot from each other and like talking with people and being invited into their homes. I think asking questions and just being willing to share parts of ourselves is like really important. So I'm really grateful that I got to have that opportunity.
This trip made me more open about sharing my own religion and faith. And also, like, I'm from West Virginia, which is the East Coast, really uh, mountain, mountain and green state. Uh, and then I came over to like the opposite side of the country and seeing like those geography that I've never seen. Those were really new to me. I really enjoyed. And also, I loved how we as a group got along with each other in a matter of like day or two. And yeah, I just loved being here, and I would love to share this opportunity and experience more to my friends and uh, maybe next generation.
I think also, like you said, being grateful for like everything we have and not like even like the little things. And I also think like same as you, like I'm way more comfortable with being able to share my faith, and like I definitely like know much more than I did when I like before I came in. I was like nervous about it and didn't know what to do, but now I'm like more comfortable about it. And also um like the biggest thing that I'm probably taking away is like all the friends that like we've all made. So yeah.
I think one thing that I took away was how hard people work for stuff and how we should be grateful for it. I learned that especially today when Leslie was talking about how like the Indian Pueblos people had to carry the tree branches 40 miles back and 40 miles there. And I feel like it like touched me nicely because I wasn't really grateful for how the church was built. And that can also apply for everyone learning like their cultures and how they're connecting with like their communities. And I feel like that's amazing how we could do that and share about it.
What I learned from this trip is to be thankful about all the little things, like what Hugh said, and also to be more mindful and respectful of other religions. And I also learned a lot about my own religion as well. Like, I didn't know that much about Shinyoen, but however, like, this trip really taught me a lot, and it was actually much more interesting than I initially thought. Yeah. And another thing is that I think I learned to be a little bit more social. And, being social is really important in religion because it helps you reach out to others. So, yeah, I think that's a big thing I learned from this trip.
Honestly, I just learned a lot about other religions because I knew a bit about like Buddhism, but I didn't really know that much. Especially like when we went to the second place, I learned a lot more and like the presentations. I learned about everyone's religion, and I'm just really thankful how like everyone in this trip showed kindness, especially when we like looked at people's homes or when we like went and mixed adobe. It was like really fun because I was really freaked out and I didn't know how this trip was gonna be. And I'm really just glad that this was like really nice people and especially chaperones as well.
Okay, so what I got from the trip is just regarding myself with like how simple things like bring me joy, like the service project, helping people, and just connecting with people, like and learning about the faiths shared in this group, and the hospitality from they showed us.
What I took from the trip is that that I didn't know about Pueblos before this, and it was like really nice to like go see their culture and like going inside their houses, and it feels like I don't know, it feels like I'm exploring a culture that I haven't really that I haven't really delved into before. And plus with the Catholic churches and the mosque and the the Shinjuan temple? Buddhist temple? Okay. It just felt like I was just exploring other religions and it felt nice.
I'm Kaylin, and I am a senior, and I participated in the New Mexico Faith Immersion trip this year in 2026, and it was just amazing. I mean, going into it, I didn't know what to expect, but I heard some really great things about it from past students, and I really came in with the goal of learning about different faiths, but also seeing how we have similar values in service and advocacy, and how we could come together and create a better world, because we were doing service, and that was really important to me. And it was just amazing. I mean, my favorite parts, we went to people's houses, and for example, like we went to a church in Taos called St. Francis Church, and then we went to the person who did the tour's house, Guadalupe, and she just invited us into her home, and we had a meal together, and it was just amazing talking to her and having that time to just share and ask questions and talk. And same thing, we went to the Santa Clara Pueblo, and we talked with Miriam and her family, and we made adobe bricks, which was amazing. Having that physical service and working together was just awesome. And I don't know, I mean, I didn't realize how much I was going to connect with the people on this trip and the people outside of it, and it just made it extra special to really hone in on my faith and learn that community is everywhere, and we don't have to have all similarities, but that we can come together with our love and friendship and our passion for service and everything and just make a difference. So that was great.
Hi, my name is Fortnite, and I am a sophomore. Honestly, in the New Mexico trip, it's so much fun meeting new people, especially on the first day. So for the first day, we went to the Zen Monastery, and it was so much fun. Honestly, just interacting with the Buddhist faith, because at first for me, I didn't know anything really about it, and I just knew from my friends kind of like the basics, and we got to see around other people's faith. It was really inspiring, and throughout the trip, doing presentations and going to other places, especially like going into their homes, going to different churches, learning about different things, going hands-on. I think it's such an amazing experience, and I wouldn't trade for the world.